everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kathy and today I just wanted to show you a quick video on my January 2015 Filofax pages that I just actually finished decorating today. So for these pages, for the next few weeks that I'm going to show you, there was a couple of weeks where I was able to do similar theme to what I've been doing the last couple of months, and that is putting the paper down and then having coordinating stickers that go with the paper. But there are a couple of weeks where I didn't have coordinating stickers, so I had to come up with some other ideas. So for this first week, it's the week of December the 29th. What I did is I have these little mini magnolia stamps, and they were just sitting on my desk, and I kind of looked down at them and I thought those would be like the perfect stamps that I could use to further embellish my Filofax pages, because they're like the perfect size because they're so small. So I have so many of the miniature stamps, and I have a lot of different themes. There's Christmas ones, there's winter ones, I've got spring, summer, like all kinds of them. So I'm going to be able to use them on my pages. So I was really happy that I came up with that idea. So I would encourage you to kind of look around your own in your own scrapbook supplies and see what you have that you can use, and kind of think outside the box when you're decorating your own agenda pages. If you use a Filofax or whatever that you use that works for you, it's a great way to kind of use some of your stuff in ways other than just card making or scrapbooking. So for this one, I'm just going to show you, there's a little close-up of that little Tilda. She's called Tilda. They're magnolia stamps, but the little girl, her name is Tilda. I just love this one. It's one of my favorite little mini stamps that I have from Magnolia Stamps. And then this one is actually a stamp set that I use from, I'm going to show you it in my next one of the other weeks, because I used some other stamps from the same stamp set on some of the other pages. And then I just use my stickles to create the glistening and the snow and everything. And actually it's on like her as well, and I used it for these guys as well. So again, I just have my stickles sitting in front of me, and I looked down and I thought I could totally use that. You know, once it's dry, it's kind of fairly flat, and I could totally use that for my Filofax pages. So this paper pack is retired. It's called Jingle, with Close to My Heart. So for the week of January the 5th, I used the Snow Haven paper pack, which we came out with this summer in our annual idea book. But the coordinating pieces that go with it are chipboard pieces, so I can't really use them in my Filofax. So I do try and do that wherever I can. I coordinate the paper with the embellishments that you can buy with it. But in this case, I can't do that if they're chipboard pieces. So again, I had to go to my stamps and pick out some stamps that I could stamp and then add them to my pages. And I just prefer to have the images on my pages as well. I don't like to just decorate my pages with the paper strips. I like to have images as well. For me, it's just more interesting. I just find it more interesting to look at and to decorate, I guess. So I just picked images that I have from some of the stamp sets. So this is one of them. This one's called Frosty Fun. So I used this stamp set here. This is the stamp set that I showed you that I used on the previous week. I used this stamp set, which is just down here as well. And then I got this snowman from one of our other stamp sets that we have came out with this summer. So, and then I just colored them with my Copic markers. So for the week of January the 12th, I was able to use paper and coordinating stickies. We call them stickies. They're basically they're almost like cardstock stickers, and we call them stickies with Close to My Heart. So this one is a former paper pack. It's called More to Adore. And one of the things I wanted to mention about this week is I love the color purple, so it's one of my things where usually if it has purple in it, I'm totally drawn to it. But there's also color combinations that I'm really drawn to, and this is one of them. I don't know what it is about like a chocolate brown with a light pink. I just really am drawn to that color combination. So when this paper came out, it was one of my favorite. I used it a lot and I still have a little bit left over, but I can't really use it in my scrapbooking anymore because I've used it so much. So it worked out well to kind of use some of the leftover stuff that I have in my Filofax. And for the week of January the 19th, this is called Ivy Lane, and it's again one of our current paper packs that we sell. Or no, Yeah, no, this is actually from our last idea book. I'm sorry. So, but it's within the last year that this one came out. So it's called Ivy Lane, and again, I was able to use some of the coordinating stickers. Okay, so for the week of, this is the final week that I'm going to show you. It's the week of January the 26th. I used the Skylark paper pack. And again, this came out earlier this year, this paper pack, but the coordinating product that you can get with it is chipboard pieces, so I can't really use it in my Filofax. So what I did is I used the Skylark paper pack. Has a bit of a bird theme. There's some paper that comes with this paper pack that has bird cages and birds on it and stuff. So I kind of really like that. When I think of the Skylark paper, I think of the bird theme because of that. So I just wanted to add the stamps into it that kind of coordinate with this paper. So I just used stamps that had birds on it. There's some, you know, words. I really love to add some quotes into my Filofax as well. So this is one of the quotes that was on the same stamp set that all these images came from. And then for this one, I just wanted to highlight, for this one, this is a really cool technique. So what you do is you take two colors. Well, you can take as many colors you want, but I took two colors. So you stamp this whole image in the lightest color, and then while it's still inked up, you take the darker color and you just take the ink pad directly and you just put it around the edges of the image on your block, and then you stamp it down and you get that really cool effect. I just love that. So for these, any of these stamped images, what I do is there were so many colors in the Skylark, so I just looked at all the colors and then I stamped something in each of the colors that the Skylark paper has in it, so because it just kind of ties it all together. And then like any other of my weeks, I just stamp the lines and then the little check boxes in coordinating colors for this Filofax. And I think for this month, I actually used the dye-based ink from Close to My Heart for most of the weeks for stamping out most of the lines for this month, because it's just easier when you're using Close to My Heart paper to use the coordinating ink pads, because they totally match. So I don't have to worry about trying to match it up. So anyways, I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I would love that. And if there's any requests or things that you want me to teach, or you want to learn more about with respects to scrapbooking, card making, any kind of paper crafting, please leave a comment below, and if I'm able to, I will love to make a video on any requests that I have. So I wanted to wish you all the best in 2015, and until next time, happy crafting. Thanks. Bye-bye.